I woke up with your echo on my skin, like yesterday refused to let me in. The room still smells like promises we broke, like words you said but never really spoke. I traced the cracks you left along the wall, tried to pretend they didn't hurt at all. I smiled in photos, said that I was fine, but every truth I swallowed tasted like a lie. I learned the art of staying way too still, convincing myself love is just a will. If I wanted hard, I stayed a little strong. Maybe you would notice I was holding on. They say love knows when to walk away, but nobody tells your heart the day. So I stayed quiet, stayed brave, stayed wrong. I held my breath, I held on longer. I held on longer than I should have done, longer than the fading of the sun. I kept believing we'd come back together. I held on longer. I bled hope into every goodbye, turned your silence into lullabies. You let go easy, I grew stronger, but I held on longer. I folded myself to fit your doubt, learned how to live with less and less of us. I became the reason we survived, while you were halfway out the door inside. I memorized the sound of you leaving, the quiet kind of almost grieving. You said love shouldn't hurt this way, but still you asked me just to stay. Yeah. I carried both the weights on my back, called it devotion, not a crack. I told myself this pain was proof that suffering meant something true. They say time heals if you let it try, but time stood still every time you lied. So I stayed hoping, stayed strong, stayed wrong. I held my breath, I held on longer. I held on longer than I should have done, longer than the fading of the sun. I kept believing we'd come back together. I held on longer. I bled hope into every goodbye, turned your silence into lullabies. You let go easy, I grew stronger, but I held on longer. I held on longer. I learned how to smile through the ache, call it love, call it fate, call it brave. I learned how to sleep with the truth that I was loving for the both of you. You said I was too much to feel, too deep, too real, too hard to heal, but I never asked you to bleed like me. I just asked you not to leave. I stood in the wreckage of our plan, still reaching for your hand. Even when the music died, I danced alone just to survive. Maybe love isn't meant to last, maybe it's just a shadow we pass. Maybe I mistook endurance for grace and losing myself for a saving face. But if loving you was my crime, I'd do the sentence every time. I'd still choose you, even knowing I'd be the one left holding. I let you go, but here's the truth: you left first, I just stayed too long with you. I held on longer than I should have done, long after the fire had gone numb. I kept believing we'd come back together. I held on longer. I gave you pieces I can't replace, still smile when you walked away. You moved on faster, I stood stronger, but I held on longer. Now I'm learning how to let it breathe, how to love without begging me. I don't regret the heart I gave, I regret the silence I learned to stay in. I survived because I held on longer.